after almost 50 points over 2 games in the Western Conference Finals, man, we missed losing. We missed out on a lot of commercial appeal for him. So that dude's definitely marketable, definitely sexy and all that. He could have sold a lot. So let's get it going.
Evan, just your general thoughts on the season, how it played out for you, and just getting to this point after the way things ended last year.
Man, it was dope. Like I said last night, I think we did a lot of great things this season. Especially coming in thinking a lot of people pegging us not to make the playoffs, and we were able to push it to the Western Conference Finals, and arguably being up 15 points in 3 different games, we'd be up 3-1 right now. You know what I'm saying? We went from being a non-playoff caliber team to a potential championship caliber team. Had the Warriors not been so battle-tested and Steph Curry born so blessed, you know what I'm saying, in a non-weird way that people can twist it. Yeah, so I actually take that out. But and it's live. Thanks for telling me. And then other than that, it was cool. I think we had a lot of fun. I think obviously as a unit, we were legit a unit, legitimately a team. I think throughout the season, we had numerous different players, besides our stars, show up and, have great moments for us. And like I said, I think the morale overall was always just one team, you know what I'm saying, one band, one sound type of mentality. So I think, as a player and, a teammate and a pro, that's what you can really appreciate the most.
What does this team need now to be able to beat a team like the Warriors and continue to move on?
I don't know. I honestly, it's tough, man. When it comes down to it, is you could put the roster together. I thought overall, with KD down, I thought our roster was good enough to beat them. Sometimes it comes down to, at the end of the day, it comes down to making plays and the players, I guess, in a sense. And like I said last night, not many teams can come back down 3, being down 3 games in a row, down 15. The Warriors do it within 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And they play 4 or 5 different ways at a very high level. So, that's tough to say. Nobody's really figured it out, have they? So, I'm sure the front office will figure it out, and they'll do what they have to do.
How would you describe your season personally?
It was cool. You had up and down moments. I had injuries. I was able to have good moments when I got minutes, and I thought personally I learned a lot as a pro, as an adult. I don't know. I really took away, the positive from each situation. I think I've grown a lot as an individual from moments like this, as a leader, from moments like this, as a accountable teammate, from times where throughout my career I played 28 to 30 minutes, and this year I played around 20. You know what I'm saying? So, and then in the playoffs it was up and down. So I think a lot of times you really have to just. I think I grew as an individual heavily, but I started off the season pretty well, doing my thing, and then we went whatever type of ways, and you have to adjust and adapt. So.
Any other questions?
All good.
Well, do you feel like kind of particularly after things went last season, getting to this point was a validation of keeping this team together? Because there's always been kind of calls that maybe it should go a different direction, particularly after getting swept.
Yeah, I really don't know. You don't know, honestly, in the NBA. Nothing ever really, the thing about the NBA, nothing ever really makes sense. You just go with the flow of it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, I think the biggest thing when it comes down to it is if you're going to keep this team together, you have to really just push it towards what makes sense best for a championship caliber team. But, there's a lot's going on right now in regards to, we don't know where anything stands in regards to front office, ownership, and different ways to go. Sometimes it comes down not being about basketball and being about business and, preparing for the future, and you comprehend that, and I'm sure whatever you do will be a workout on the best eventually, right? So,
Can you describe the value of Chief?
I mean, he's he's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Most nights he's going out guarding dudes that are 40 pounds heavier than him, 3 inches taller than him, or he could switch on to a guard. You know what I'm saying? And his personality day in and day out with, how much he does the blue collar work. Every now and then he might not get many shots or anything. He keeps his, keeps his personality intact is unreal. With guys like that, if you don't have the right mentality, like I said, we could either be, no disrespect to this team, but we could have been the Portland Trail Blazers and reached our full potential and done what we did, even more, or we could have been the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? So I think before anybody knocks Chief or says whatever about Chief or certain guys in the locker room, they really think of it like that. We can legit been us, a playoff team every single year that they have us pegged for 11 seed with whatever randoms walking down the street that got dozens of Instagram followers and does dances. No diss to anybody. Or we could have been, you know what I'm saying, us. It's literally as simple as that. What type of person, character, and everything else. And I think if you comprehend that and comprehend, being around the team and stuff, that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? And, Chief's a non-ego type guy. He's always about the team, and, he does his work without complaining. So I thought he is a hell of a defender. I don't think he gets enough credit for that. And, I thought he worked very hard, and he's a great leader for the young guys. And, I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
Anthony's potential. You guys see him obviously way more than we do.
Yeah, I think what Anthony. What's good about Anthony is his poise, his natural demeanor. I think when it comes to taking it to the next level and being an all-star and stuff and all that stuff, you kind of see like Dame. Dame is never too high, too low in a sense, and when it comes down to it, I think he has the right mindset to keep growing and going on his journey in a positive way. And, to be a 19-year-old and going into a locker room filled with men, I think he always handles his own pretty well, and he had respect from adults, and I see his future, going pretty well. I mean, the first start was 37 minutes, right? So I think he's a great athlete. I think he's going to get better as time goes on, and I think it'll work itself out.
Okay, we'll wrap up there.
All right, bro. Thank you.